guys, John at SurfFX, and we're having a look at the new Cabrinha Mantis V2 wing. Now the Cabrinha Mantis, the original one, was super popular, particularly for wave riding and just free riding, and we normally sell just the windowless version just to keep the weight down a little bit. You can get it with windows, but you know, we want to keep it really light and nice and easy in the waves. So they've done a few different tweaks this year. A couple different things in the smaller sizes, a couple in the bigger. So we mostly sell the bigger sizes, kind of 5 meters and up, which they've added a few. They even go up to 7 meters now. So we'll have a chat about that first. So the biggest thing that you probably see if you're comparing, the wingtips have been kind of boxed in a little bit. So you know, it just helps with clearance, particularly on bigger stuff. But it also helps with just the wingtips, how they sit up in the air. When you're kind of free flying and you're holding onto the front handle. Now when it's free flying, they've tidied it up a little bit. They've put in, well, see here, there's a little bit of a foam, thicker foam batten in this section here, and the same that end. So instead of using rigid battens, stay put, like some of the other brands have done, they use a little bit of a foam, and that just helps with that flutter when you're kind of just free flying and it's behind you. They've changed the profile, and they've done this on all sizes, adding a little bit more of the dihedral, so a little bit more V to it. Again, that's all about a stability when you're holding it behind. Also, when you're cruising along, it kind of just lets the wind spill out a bit better, so it gives you a bit more top end and a bit more control when it's on that top end. So you're not holding so much of it, just a straight bag, so it's got, you know, the air kind of drains up. Getting a lot more of the sail technology and sail shape into it, where windsurfing sail, you've got the power down low and then it kind of spills off the top. Same kind of thing now that they're doing with the wings, is that it kind of spills off the trailing edge of those wingtips. They've increased the leading edge diameter. A couple of reasons why. Well, the bigger diameter, bigger pipe is a stiffer pipe, so you got a much stiffer setup, so you have a stiffer strut and leading edge, particularly in the middle section, so when you're pumping, it really locks it down a bit better. So you've got more to pull on. The wingtips don't flutter. And you can see here, just in the profile, just pumped up here, you've got a kind of the looser leech. But here, from here forward is extremely tight. So they've changed that canopy shape to get it really nice and tight in the front. A little bit bigger leading edge, holds that draft a bit farther forward. Like a lot of kite brands found when they put a bigger leading diameter edge, particularly in wave kites, it kind of helps it sit back a little more and holds that profile really nice up in the front. So flipping it over, you can see that it's actually tweaked the handles a little bit. Same kind of material that they use on the other ones, but they've toughened them up. The way they attach, they're much more rigid now, and the material has got a little bit better grip feel. But they don't come off and they're not like square rectangular. They are kind of raised in the front and then drop down the back. They still lift up a tiny bit when under tension, but they're definitely an improvement over the previous ones, and really a lot stiffer in their setup. We see more and more guys using harnesses. They've got the harness line attachments here, so there's 4 of them. I don't know why they have one back here. I guess maybe if you want to run a giant loop and then you can slide around. A lot of people playing with the harness lines and just kind of getting dialed down for what suits them. What I would say is probably the best front handle in the industry. It's always just super rigid, and then a really nice kind of knuckle protection pad. It's almost like a bit of a corduroy feel. I wish more brands would do that. It's a nicer feature. And here, that you can really see there the color difference. That's where they've got that little bit of foam in the wingtips as a batten to keep the flutter down.